Pam Bondi and criminal defense attorney Jeff Brown join us in Florida. Pam, Jeff, let me start with you, Pam. This is one bizarre case from start to finish, and the mother in jail certainly doesn't make it seem any less strange.
No, and it's certainly getting better for the prosecution, Greta. Every day the case is getting much better.
Jeff, there's been no identification of the remains. Everyone believes it to be Caylee Anthony. It doesn't mean that it's Caylee Anthony. We need the scientific results. But if she were your client tonight, what would you be telling her? What would you tell Casey?
Well, I don't know what I would really be telling her at this point. I mean, she knows what happens, and she's not talking about it. They're still going to have a problem legally speaking with this case, but we all know that just because legally they may have a tough time proving that it's a homicide, not an accident, doesn't mean that they'll actually have a tough time in a courtroom. I don't see any jury coming back and buying that legal argument, even though I think it's a legal argument that's ripe for a judgment of acquittal. So it's a horrible case from the defense perspective. You've just got a client that is just unlikable. So,
Pam, she isn't likable. She never bothered to help look for her child. I mean, there's nothing sympathetic about this mother, is there?
No, Greta, and the prosecution, they're going to use that throughout the trial, starting from day one, starting from in June when Caylee was last seen, and then when her mom is out partying and those pictures at the bars. I think that's going to be some of the most damaging evidence against her. I really do. And then after the body was found, her lie after lie after lie to authorities.
Jeff, I feel sorry for the grandparents. I know that they've been vilified and they've sort of reacted to the media, maybe had some problems with the media, but we've been all over their front yard. They have lost a grandchild. Their daughter's in jail. So I actually feel bad for them. No one's accused them of any crime, but they certainly have, the pain that these grandparents have suffered is immeasurable.
Yeah, they've become pretty much the poster child to all the families that have to go through something like a homicide. It's so hard on all of the relatives, on both sides, for the victim side and usually for the defendant's parents too, to watch their child. It's still a loved one, that's being convicted on a murder case, for instance. So it's just unfortunate. These cases are never. There's nothing pleasant about any of these cases, and it's the hard part of what we criminal defense lawyers do, both on the prosecutor and on the defense side. I mean, all these cases are really just misery, and this is the world we live in.
And Pam, I would expect that the prosecution, if this goes to trial, I think it will go to trial, will call the parents to testify against their daughter Casey, won't they? Isn't that a likely two witnesses?
Certainly. Well, I think they're certainly going to call the father, because I think he's a much more stable, better witness. The mother's been a little volatile, as we were just seeing in that video, and I think she could be very inconsistent with her testimony. So they may just try to use the 911 tape and then call George Anthony.
And just as an aside, she has been volatile, but I will tell you that when I've spoken to her, she's been perfectly, she's been upset. But I think any of the sort of behavior that people have not liked is because she's really, really upset and troubled by this. And so my heart goes out to the grandparents, not to the mother. Anyway, Pam, Jeff, thank you both.
Thank you.
Now, Todd Palin.